Okay. Hello. So, if you joined me last time while I was working on this, this will probably look quite familiar to you already. I've done no more on it. That's not to say I've not been working on the mod at all since I last streamed. I worked on a different section, but I wanted to carry on with this particular part on stream. And just to refresh my memory, I want to quickly jump in and see how it looked when I compiled, because I can't remember if I did that. So now I swear it keeps removing the core from my favourites, and I swear, oh, it's fluff, that's why. Add to favourites. The core is my favourite mod. Right. This is... I need to see if there's a way you can change this so that, like, official games have, whoa, fancy graphics. But the core's so bare now. I was honestly fine with the old view on Steam. Anyway, I'm going to jump in and see what that map looks like, because I've forgotten. Give me the 357. Hello, Don. Right, so this looks like this. Awesome. This was locked. That should be blocking the light. I need to fix that. This is locked. This is unbreakable. This is currently also locked, but that's where we're going to go to end the map. Can't remember if these made a sound. They don't. Good. Bollocks is not here. Good. Spark. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to do the level change because it's going to be a lot of entity work. Basically, this is going to go into one of those clean rooms. Cliche, really, for a Half-Life mod. You're going to go in, get sprayed, and then move on to the next map. I'm just going to jump straight into the next map. I want to try and get as much done on that map as I possibly can tonight. So this is going to be a long one. Audio is a little bit quiet, but it's not bad. My mic audio? Because that's up full. The in-game audio will be quieter, otherwise you won't be able to hear me while I'm playing. Flickering fluorescent bulb. Where? There's a sparking light. Stream audio. Well, my voice is all you'll be hearing right now. The game will be quiet. If anyone else is having audio problems, then let me know. Oh god, the pretty textures. Thank you. Most of these are mine. The door is Archie's. This door is mine. The blinds are Archie's. Yes. Anyway, yes. So it's going to be a long stream tonight, assuming the kids don't wake up. If the kids do wake up, I'm going to have to cut the stream off immediately and deal with them, unfortunately. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But I'm going to try and get as much done on the next map as possible. I want to block it out, get gameplay nailed ASAP, move on to texturing and detailing stuff. So there's going to be a lot of basic stuff on screen today, like blockouts and stuff. It's not something I do traditionally, but I've got a plan in my head of how I want the next map to go. So basically the issue is, this is literally the second map in the mod. You come in here, what was happening before, I think I said all this last time, but just to recap, this door was open, you'd go in, press a button, this door would open, and you'd move on to the rest of the mod. No challenge whatsoever. and in playtesting it came up, said this is just walking into a room, pressing a button to open a door to keep moving. There's no challenge. So the goal is we are to find an NPC and escort them back to this door. That sounds bad, I know, but escorting NPCs, no one likes doing that. But I'm going to do it so you go through the whole map. So this door leads to a new map. You go through that entire map. You get the NPC right at the end. And then it's just a very quick path back to here. So you get a little bit of dialogue. You lead them straight back to here. You don't have to protect them. They're not going to get lost. You literally take a shortcut back and get them to this door. It's going to be very quick, very, very brief escort section. You're not going to be dragging them back through the entire map. So, quit. So I just need to get the angle on that door. So we're facing this ways. So, yeah, there's going to be a clean room here which sprays you down and then sends you on to the next map. So we want to be going 180. Player needs to be facing 180 at the start. Okay, so to start off, I'm just going to take a copy of this wall and door. That's going to essentially be the inside of the clean room on the next map. So let's copy that. Very good art assets. Thank you very much. We've been working on this for too long. We've built up quite a collection. So we're going to go new map. Let me just open quickly. I don't believe I've gone too far now. The core resource. Nope. Project resources. All this custom shit. What am I looking for? RMFs? RMFs. Have I got a CENTCOM 2B already? I do have a CENTCOM 2B already. I think I was about 15 or something when I saw a trailer for this. Yeah, the original trailer that Archie did was back in 2012, maybe? Way out of date now. A lot of the stuff's been replaced. Okay, so this is the same corridor we were just looking at, but an older version that I made on stream, and decided I hate it. So we're going to overwrite this map completely. So, new map, the core, no. I'm not going to put texture locking on. So, put that there. And ooh, move it up. This should all line up anyway if I've done this right. I've not done this right. Let me try and line it up. There. There. And there. I'm lost. Cool. Okay. But the plane needs to be on this side, don't they? So we're not going to see this. No. So, info player start. Let's get Gertie Fremont in here. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Why do you look like that, Gertie? Alright, hang on. No. This map didn't look like this, did it? No, that's the core zombie. There's the core scientist. Player start. Info player start. Gertie Fremont. What have I done wrong? How has it gone wrong already? How has it gone wrong already? Cracking start. It was up there, wasn't it? Right, let's try again. Info player start. There we go. Don't know what happened before. Flip. Flip. So player starts in a clean room. Again, we're not going to see this. And we need to block that off because it's a door. And I didn't bring the floor with me. Fool. You spawned a game player hurt instead of... See, thank you. It's been a long week. Flip. Horizontal. I've only recently started using the horizontal flipping, and it's such a useful tool. Whereas I am a useless tool. Right. Okay. This should be locked. Name locked. Good. That's sealed off. Okay. Let's get to making a map. So, like I said, I'm going to just block out this map really quickly. It's I want to get the gameplay down first. I don't usually. So normally, what I do is I work room by room, and see where that takes me. But this time I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually try something a little different, and that is blocking it all out and then nailing the gameplay and everything first before I go into doing small details. Always interesting to see how other people work. So this isn't actually going to be my normal method. That's what I'm getting at. This will be pretty new. I've done it before where I've blocked out a map and then detailed it later, but it's not something I do regularly. So what's this? Sexy walls. Is that going to do for a clean room? Yeah, why not? So I'm going to keep this really basic to start with. I'm not going to bother putting much variety in the textures and such. I'll just put some textures down so I get an idea of how the room will be themed. So this is the clean room. So metallic, pristine. Where are those metal tiles? I just saw them. Archie's metal tiles. Stud flat or stud floor. Stud floor. Right. How did I misjudge that? I'm really not. I'm not focusing. You can see my Facebook notifications in the corner. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess that is a little grimy for a clean room floor. I don't think we've got a cleaner one. Didn't I catch the tail end of a stream a couple of weeks ago when a certain Herbie said no more new maps needed? This is the new map I'm adding. This is the last new map. I didn't actually get around to adding it last time. So this is the last new map that's being added now. And there's a bunch of others that need to be worked on further. I'm going to need a cleaner floor texture. I'm going to stick with that one for now. Who's pinging me? Sorry, I just want to see what's being said on Facebook and not bring it up on screen. It's my brother-in-law. Right. I don't think I'm going to have any suitable textures for this. I'm going to have to come back and make those later. And if I don't have them, I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, I'm just going to quickly block out the map. Yeah, plaster wall, panel wall. I mean, essentially, it should be like a metal and glass cubicle with spray things. I'm not going to have anything like that, I don't think. I'm going to have to come back to this. Just search metal. Yeah, they're all just generic tiling ones. I'm going to have to make some new textures for this, so I'm not going to worry about this too much for now. I'm just going to close this off. Tiles or ceramics, yeah, something like that. I've got a few different tile textures. Quite a few. Yeah, tiles for days. Tiles. Tiles everywhere. This is where I do this as a joke, and it actually works quite well. Yeah, I can do something like that. When I throw some detail in it, might not look so bad. See, I'm already obsessing over details, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I have a plan. And this is why you make multiple variations of your textures. Ta-da! That does actually work, yeah. I'm actually quite happy with that already. It will need some work. Like I say, I'm going to pull the detail on later. I am just going to block this out. People messaging me about the Outer Worlds now as well. Right, okay. Let's block this off and actually move on to the map portion of this map. So that one up there. Pull this across. And hang on, now I need to split this up. How wide's that? 96? 96. Cool. Blip, blip, blip. Blip, blip, blip. Okay. I find myself using Des textures. I find myself that using dev textures strays me away from getting obsessed with details before gameplay is locked in. It doesn't work for everyone. I can't use dev textures. I've got a whole series on my own as well. Is it Irby Dev or something? Oh, we're not actually in here. Irby. Nope. I haven't actually got them loaded into Jack. I do have my own dev textures one, but I can't. I'm using textures just so I can get a feel of how the room's going to look at the end, without putting all the detail in, just sort of a general feel of how the room's going to be. Right, so, clean room, subject to change, missing all the details, definitely going to need to come back to it. I'm going to have to see why my dev textures aren't in here, because they are useful for things like trims that I haven't put in yet. Right. First things first, let's overwrite that horrible map we made last time. CenCom 2B. Save. Yes. Right. So, the entire point of a stream a couple of weeks ago has now been overwritten. Because I hated it. Right. Stick a light in. Again, like I said, just basic blocking, entity lights, all that jazz. Yeah, I overwrite stuff a lot. There's so many instances where I've worked on a certain room or corridor or a set of rooms for about 3 days, and then I've just gone, nope, hate that, select all, delete. Probably why the mod isn't done yet. Right. Okay, so this is going to lead into essentially a big infirmary. So, we probably need more tiles. Let's see what other tiles we've got. Not a great deal. I could stick with the ones we've used already. I could use the stone tiles, which I'm obsessed with. Let's just block it out. So, very small hallway leading into the main room. Make it a bit longer. Trim. Floor. So essentially this is going to be kind of an anomalous materials deal. You walk in, there's a desk in the centre. Just want to make sure I haven't got my scale all wrong. Yeah, that'll do. And another first for me, because I really struggle with making large areas. And it shows in the last map I released, Elaborate. I had a massive, well, in my head it was going to be a massive sewage canal. And it turned out into a little tiny room with just kind of a wet bit in the middle. And it didn't quite have the same effect. I think my problem is I struggle to detail larger areas, and I need to kind of wean myself off the idea that it needs to be really detailed. Crunch the room, make it somewhat rectangular. Yeah, I could try that. They always said elaborate as a verb. Elaborate, yeah. It's a terrible name. I just made it up on the spot because it was for a competition and I was about to finish and I was just like, oh, I need a name. Elaborate, that's funny. It's not, but I thought, fuck it. Let's use a not pun. This might be too big. It's not going to take very long to compile this, so I might just fire it up in a second and see what I think of the scale. But essentially, first thing you're going to see when you come in here is your central desk and one or two floors above, which the player's going to have to traverse to get to where they need to be. And where they need to be is essentially going to be right over here, so then the player can grab the NPC, come straight back out and go back to the previous map without having to drag an NPC too far, because God, Lord knows NPCs are awful. And this is going to be Irby, the NPC. It's monster Irby. So there's absolutely no reason why the player wouldn't just cap him in the head and be done with it. They'd get a game over screen, but they might want to do that. Like, I'm not dragging Irby all the way back to the first room. Have you heard this guy? He's a douchebag. Right. Oh, we haven't got a roof. I might take it up even further. I might make a second floor, but the player wouldn't actually access it. I'm starting to think this is probably too big now. Wall. All the walls. I might use this one again. I just realised it almost matches. Completely accidental. Right. Let's just throw this in and then see how it looks. I've done this the stupid way. Bear with me and I'll do something clever. I promise. That wasn't it. That wasn't clever. Oop. Nope. Right, let's try again. Pasting textures the whole while. Oh, I'm going to have to adjust them anyway because I'm a fool. That's where texture locking would have been handy. Yeah, well, it's sorted. And nobody got hurt. So I'm not feeling that. Blue? No. Where's my stone tiles? Saunter isn't a word. Stone tiles. These are the cleaner ones, I think. Yes. I hardly use these because they're too clean, but I think in this map it might actually work. Yeah, I'm starting to think this room already looks too big. We shall see. Here's something I've started doing that I can't quite explain. When I have to rotate a texture at a right angle, I do it to 270 degrees now rather than 90. It's a habit I've got into and I can't remember why. Right, seal. Not the mammal. My ceiling texture. And this is going to be misaligned. I'm going to have to live with it. No, not there, I'm not. I need to trim. Not that one. Trim. Stone. That's a bit better. Right. This might line up now. No, it doesn't. Which looks better that way, I suppose. I get very OCD about this kind of thing, but then you see that in real life, so... Squish the big room by 128, 192 units, maybe 256. Yeah, it's looking a bit... Well, I say a bit cubic. It is cubic. Let's bring it down. No. I'd say there. I'd say there and see how it looks. I'm just going to copy these lights over and then see. Ooh, something's gone wrong there. I've done something wrong. What's that? Wow, how did I do that? Okay, is it all still null on the outside? Well, except there. Nope, I knew I'd do that. Hardly matters, it won't be rendered anyway, but... Right. I'm going to compile this and just get a sense of the scale. Might add another floor. And it's going to be... It's not just going to be this. Obviously, when I start adding details, there's going to be walkways and crisscrossing paths and stuff. But I'm just going to compile it now and see how it looks. Nice and quick because there's no detail yet. Normally when I do that first time I get an error saying that it couldn't save the map file. That works, I think. You might be right. You may well be right. Syncom2B. This actually looks really quite nice considering it was on a whim. I might, when I come to detailing it, I might add sort of a trim around the floor so it's not immediately like wall floor. I'm not sure how I feel about these. So situation is, in this room you go through the cycle, or you go through the cycle in the previous map, then this map loads, these doors open, you walk out, and desk would be, I guess, yeah, towards the back wall, I suppose. Hello. If the guard was alive, this is post-disaster, so bleh, is probably what he'd say. Right, so the plan is you go over here, hop over the desk, or go around the desk. Going to be some head crabs behind it. Control panel to open the doors. This one won't work, so there'll be a door here that'll be blocked. You'll have to open it from the other side, and that's ultimately where you need to go. I might have some like observation windows here, and that's where you'll see Irby, but he won't be able to hear you. So you have to go all the way around and get him, and that would be by way of going in this way, where there'll be another door. Fighting your way through, up to the second floor. Yeah, I'll have a third floor, but I'm not going to have it accessible. Level design. What? Yes, correct, Dimbig. Okay, right. Quit. Okay, so this is where I'd put, this is where my dev texture would come in handy. But essentially, there's going to be a desk here, but not floating in the air. It's going to be about here. It's a good height for a desk. 40 units. 40 units sound sensible. Bigger desk with corners. Let's test it with an Irby. Monster Irby. There he is. Yeah, I'd say it's a reasonable height. Okay. So. We'll put the head crabs in here. Oh, I suppose I could put the head crabs in. Excuse me, Irby. Let's put you up there. Oops. There you go. You can stand on the desk. Which part of the facility is this? This is going to be an infirmary that also dabbles in experimental medical treatments. You'll be in here looking for an NPC essential to the story. Me. Right. So we know what to do here now. Texture lock. Huzzah. Again, I'll mix it up later on. Not worrying about detail now. Of course, that's going to be a level you never go to. So, like I said before, we could just throw in a walkway or two. And by walkway, I mean literally just blocks. Like so. Oops. Oops. It's all gone wrong. So, probably some windows up here that you can see nothing through. Railings, all that jazz. You know, the things people like to have. Safety features and whatnot. Supports to stop things falling on people. But the player's never going to go up there. It's all going to be first and second floor only. Because at this point as well, they're only going to have a crowbar, so it's going to be limited to what enemies I can use. I think anything beyond head crabs and zombies would be a bit harsh. I'm guessing there's a different part of the facility the paramedics use to get multiple parts of the base as fast as they can in case of accidents. Be a cool callback. If there were blocked passages that somehow led to later parts of the mod, even if it just signs you read. Yeah, I mean, there would be medical stations throughout the facility. There's actually a few in the mod already, in the dormitory section that I'm working on at the moment. I'm just adding us like side rooms for urgent medical care and cleaning supplies and all that kind of stuff. This is going to be like literally like medical development, so experimental drugs and all that stuff. There's just going to be an infirmary here as well, out of convenience, I guess. So we've got a sterile part of the facility. We need an infirmary. Let's put it where everything's clean, or something. I'll worry more about the specifics of the desk later. I think I need to do that now, don't I? Because right, the player approaches the desk. They go around the desk or hop over the desk, and boo. There's a head crab. Next, we have two buttons. Clearly signposted, one for either side of the room. But basically, one will work, one will not. So this door will be busted, or just won't open from this panel. No, the button will be busted, the door won't open, and the player has to find their way around. This button will work, and it will open a door over here. And that will lead further into the facility. again, if you are just joining, I've said I'm literally just blocking this out. We're not going to worry about detailing at the moment. I just want to get the level laid out as much as possible. I can show you an idea of what I'm talking about actually. If I just save this and jump into Half-Life, I'll show you what I have in mind and what's prompted me to work in this way. So I think it was called Exploration 101. Explore 01? Explore 01. Okay, so this stemmed from me playing through Half-Life, specifically the Office Complex map, and it was basically, this is the critical path. So Explorer 1, first version of the map, this is the critical path. So the player runs around here, they can only go right, so they go here, here, up the stairs, round and out. And yes, that was what, 7 seconds, 8 seconds? And if you were to run through one of the maps in Office Complex, ignoring the enemies, not exploring any of the side paths, if you were to just take the critical path, it would probably take you about the same amount of time. Let me see if I can find the map I'm thinking about. If I get this right first time, I will be depressed. That's way too far into the game. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It is this one. Okay, so this is the map I'm talking about. It was close, Barney, you're quite right. This is the map I'm talking about. So basically, you run through, avoid the side paths, take the critical path, ignoring the enemies, ignoring the NPCs, through here and to the end. That's about 12, 13 seconds. I wasn't timing it. But if you're running through your critical path, it's quick, it's easy. So that was the idea with this Explore map series I was doing as an example. What I then did was Explore 02. I did an HEV suit, some weapons, basic weapons, pistol and crowbar, and I added in some vaults. So again, it's all just the critical path, but now you have something to shoot at, and there you go. So you start the map with however many rounds it was. You end the map with less rounds because you've been killing enemies. So that's adding action to your critical path. So it just makes it a bit more interesting. No one wants to just run from one end of the map to the other. So this essentially just, yeah, it adds action. It gives you something to do while you're moving through the map. Again, it's not very interesting though. You are just on one set path. There's no way you can deviate from this path. There's nowhere else to go. Kill the vaults, move through the map. Then I started expanding it with Explore 03. Now, so the idea with this one, same base map again, but on the ground floor at least, it's there's more to do. So enemies are all in the same place. I've got the same weapons and the same amount of ammo. So here, locked door. Oh, the door's locked, but I can see a battery. So there we have a little side quest, like a side objective thing. We can hear a head crab as well if you're listening for it. We go up this way. Oh, this door unlocks. Awesome. So we can come through here, head crab to shoot, move through, grab the battery. Another head crab can get the jump on you if you're not quick enough. But already we've been rewarded for exploring. We've got 15 units of charge now as well. Back outside. Same vaults again. Obviously I also started detailing the map here as well. Now, we've got the critical path here on the right, which we've gone down before, but we've also got a door there and some vending machines over here, which we head towards, and we've got another door here. So we can go in here. Small maintenance cupboard. There's a crate. We can break that. We haven't lost any health, but if we had, we get our health back for a little bit of exploration. Not a lot else in here. Some just small details, things we can Oh, I thought they were breakable, but they're not. Things you can smash for fun. Whatever. Now we see another office here. A little bit more exploration. We get a clip. So we're back up to, well, we've got more ammo than we started with. And again, just a little tiny bit of not particularly in-depth exploration. It's just one more room. But there's a reward for the player should they go in there. Obviously, we've got a little bit of narrative storytelling as well. Like, this guy died. That's the story. And he was in the middle of lunch. No! I also just took this idea straight from Half-Life and just added a little bit more detail to it. Gold swords can look surprisingly good with the most basic props. Same with these benches and this little plant feature which someone has to water. And then we continue. So, stairwell, the style changes a little bit. And I didn't actually work on the map any longer than this, but I suppose you could have an elevator here that breaks, or a little scripted sequence. Some more stuff over here, maybe some more crates. Up the stairs, and this is back to just the critical path stuff again. So you could have more offices up here, you could have an employee lounge, you could have a whole corridor that goes off for ages, and just preoccupies the player, or they could just choose to follow the critical path. So that's basically the idea I'm going for now. I'm going to build the critical path of this infirmary / medical lab. I'm not going to detail it too much, we'll just see how far we get. But technically I should be able to block it out tonight easily. Let's just block the whole thing out. So I'm going to focus on that, I'm not going to worry about the small details. If there's time to work on the small details on stream later, then I'll do that. So... Dimbark says, with the first teleporter Holocaust, I tried to play with the formula by having a side path with the broken elevator eventually. Become and redefine the critical path. Okay, yeah, I remember. Oh, well, I think I remember most of teleporter Holocaust. I really enjoyed it. Oh! Wrong key. Okay. So, this probably constitutes detailing, but sod it. I've started now. Arches. Everyone loves arches. That's arches, not arches. I can vouch that not everyone loves arches. Maybe that's what I've gone to doing. Ah. Jack trying to be clever, or rather me forgetting how Jack works and being stupid. Thank you. This does constitute detailing, doesn't it? And now that I've done that, I actually prefer them smaller. Well done, Jack, you were right. You were right and I was wrong. Touché. And I've done that wrong as well, because that should be split. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. When you make your arch walls, do you do the reasonable thing of making them funk details? I probably should, but my arch walls seal the map. So if I make them a funk detail, it will break. So no, I don't. I don't, and you're going to have to live with it. For this kind of detail, it's more efficient to use 1/4 of a cylinder rather than a whole arch. Really? Well, some habits die hard, others never go away. I shall try and keep that in mind, but every single curved wall in the core is using an arch. I'm not doubting you, but I'm just saying I'm an idiot, basically. So... Alberto is playing Half-Life. He always complains about missing streams, and I think that's on him, because I announced this on Discord and he's not here. So by all means let him know. But are these not grouped? Why are you not grouped? Thank you. Yeah, someone judge Alberto and say, don't be streaming. You always complain you miss it. Fool of a toque. I used to not use Func Detail often until I looked at the Valve CSGO maps and saw they would cut off every part of the walls dust too and make them entirely Func Detail until the ordinary walls are just plain invisible rectangles. Well, efficiency is nice. It would stop it carving up this floor, I guess. You know what, Dimbach? Shut up. I'm going to do the sensible thing and do the thing you said. Really, really inefficiently, because I'm just doing this the slow way. Let's seal this map and make these Func Details. Huzzah! This is how I do my curved corners. Okay. Bring it over to this screen to demonstrate. Look at that. I do a similar thing for the interior. If I was going to do a curved wall here, for example, I do that all with vertex manipulation. And I'm probably going to do that now. So just to show you. So that's a decent grid size. So we go. 4-unit block, 4-unit block, 4-unit block. Obviously, if it's going to be more than 3 points, then I have to take that into account. But for a simple corner, I would just do that, rather than messing about with trying to inverse an arch. And that works quite well. For the core, that's probably a bit too low detail. I guess if it's smaller, it's not so bad. But that's normally how I'd do that. This is the one thing I hate about having arched bloody arches. Sealing the map. It should be sealed. Right, now this would bug me, but blip, it fits. I sits. Obviously not there, but meh. We shall learn to live with it. Also, this is bugging me. I'm going to do this now. Golden Joystick Awards. Go away. And there's my phone giving me the same email. Has everyone voted in the Golden Joystick Awards? It's important. You know, I delayed this stream to make a coffee, and it's just sat here going cold. Shouldn't be drinking coffee at half midnight, but there you go. Right. Let's continue on. So, head crab behind the desk, smashy smashy. Press the button, open the door here. Obviously the door's not in yet. we move on down the corridor. So, in fact, let's expand the whole thing. Smashy! Exactly. I'd like to think if Gordon Freeman ever spoke, it would just be to say, smashy, smashy. Right. Trying to think about this now from a gameplay point of view. Head crabs and zombies. Well, no, let's do the critical path, like I said. Let's deal with the critical path first, and then worry about the zombies, as they say. So that's 6. 6, well, it's the same, cool. Expand that a little bit more. Do. Flip. Oh. Wrong grid size. Right. Essentially, a dead end might be something I expand when it comes to adding detail and other paths. But what we're going to have here is a corner. Really? I messed that up as well? Damn it! So yeah, player's next step is going to be to get upstairs. Character idea: going under anaesthetic for a surgical operation right before the resonance cascade, then waking up in the middle of it. Well, if you want that for your character, go for it by all means. We've already got our character's position and situation during the resonance cascade all planned out. Though he does wake up on a stretcher, but not under the effects of anaesthetic. I need to move this now because if that doesn't line up, it's going to annoy me. Really, is it there? That's also going to annoy me. Ah. Oh no, I guess that makes sense. Okay, you win. This time. Oh yeah, you work with Source, do you? I'm not gonna try and pronounce your name. Something with I and other letters. I don't like Source. I've tried working with it so many times and I just don't get on with it. Still sad nobody found the plumber in my last compo entry, who complains about pipes for 22 minutes. Why though? I mean, yeah, fine, it's funny, I guess. Oh, this is just upsetting me in the ways it's going off grid. Well, not off grid as such, but like, why isn't? I'm working to the texture dimensions and not the grid, and that's why it's triggering me. taught the player everything they need to know about pipes. What does the player need to know about pipes, really? Let's address that. I'm going to have to use some monster makers here because I'm going to want the player to engage in combat up here. But I don't want them to see them when they get in because they'll start walking towards them. The plumber who forgot his tools in his truck despite being on an oil rig. That's quite the cock up. Oh, Vic is now playing Crusader Kings 2. Look at that. I should go radio silent, shouldn't I? F-Lane! F-Lane! Stream crashers, or whatever they're called. Stream snipers. I'm not expecting to use stream sniped in Half-Life. Especially not in the core. No one else has got it. Well, that's a lie. There are people who have it. Penguin boys and the like. Right. Player opens door, player comes down corridor, side paths, player buggers off, player finds crap. Stairs here up to the next floor, and I guess an elevator here. That's not going to work. Let's just punch that in so it's there for later. Hello. What are these dimensions, Archie? 224 by 256? What? Alright. Just play by your rules. At least LF Dorse is spelt right. There we go. Okay. Elevator. Not going to work. Player needs to take the stairs. And probably wouldn't have the stairs in the path of the elevator, would they? So, in fact, let's bring that back. Do. Okay, I'm thinking a sign hanging from the ceiling. Elevator. I'm also thinking more than one now. Nah. There'd be one on the other side. Wouldn't be particularly busy. It's fine. Okay, we need to find somewhere else to put the stairs then. So I need to extend this. Again, there's going to be more stuff on the other side. Oh, that's way too much. Maybe. Yeah, let's say it's way too much. Back you come. Right. Maintenance door. Or stairwell door. In here. Sorry, I'm just fiddling now. Things that are going to annoy me. I like my walls to be 16 units thick, where you can see it. So, there we go. Wall. Wall. Elevator doors. I've gone wrong. Have you gotten used to me going wrong yet? So what's everyone currently working on? Me, I'm not really focused on anything right now. I guess there's the core, I suppose. Begrudgingly. But there's no competitions running, at least not on TWHL. I know MapLabs is doing another one, I believe. But they're source focused, so I don't follow them. Working on a weird remake of Ravenholm with my girlfriend. Right, so is that you're working on a map with your girlfriend, or is that the name of the project? What's your mod called? Ravenholm with my girlfriend. Really? Working on prefabs for the next competition entry. Well, I don't know what that's going to be, because I ain't running it. I ain't doing any more competitions for the foreseeable. I've got stuff to do. Anyone else is more than welcome to pitch one. You need admin rights to set it up, or you can get one of the admins to set it up. But it won't be me. Waiting on the mapping bug to bite. It's been a while. You know what you should do, Don? You should make a map for the core. I'm thinking like an infirmary. Like a 3-story medical centre. See where I'm going with this. You should make this map so I don't have to. Let me be completely clear. I enjoy working on the core, but it's been a very long time, and I'm aware that's my fault, and Archie's fault, mainly my fault. Why does it do that? I thought Jack was smarter than that. Just shift it by 16. Just shift it by 32. Does that line up? It does, okay. I'm lining these textures up. They're not even the final textures, so I don't know why I'm doing so much detail. I will take you up on that. Be careful. And I'll send you the mod. I'll send you everything we've got. Say go. Do what you want. What do you think would look good here? Just make it. Don't check with me. Just send me the finished map. I'll find somewhere for it. It's not going to be this texture in here, so that needs to change. This is a stairwell, dagnabbit. We're going to polish our bricks. Seen Archie's elevator doors with the boobies? Yay! All good mods have hidden boobies. It's just nonchalantly also called LF Door 4. Also boobs. Right. Brick. Yeah, look at that. Archie's brick texture, why not? Yeah, oh, there's a hidden elbow. Flare. Floor. Won't be too filthy. Oh, it's a stairwell. Sod it. Now, let's do... There's loads of floor textures that Archie's made that I've never used. Maintenance floor. I remember being really proud of this texture because I made it from scratch without using any texture sites or anything. I really like the idea of continuing deep mine entries for competitions until by part 19 the judgment is just why does he keep making these? Why do the attached books keep getting longer and longer? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, you've achieved that status, Dimbark, with entry number 2. If I had any understanding of gold source, I would make something for the core, no joke. I would take you on that. I would take you up on that. Someone just please take this mod off me. Someone needs to finish it, and I don't think it's going to be me. I'm really struggling to find a decent floor here. Floor. Oh, here they are. Here are the ones I was looking for. That'll do. Right. Oh. And the above wall texture. Above. Oh, it needs to be taller. Oh, I suppose there's that one, which doesn't fit. Oh, gee, what are these dimensions? Who makes a texture 48 pixels high? Alright, let's just make this taller. I'm making this room. I haven't even considered where the stairwell's going to go. That probably should have been my first thought. Alright, let's make the stairs so I can then extend the room to where it needs to go. $128, maybe wider. 160. 192. 192. 176. 192. Oh, that's what's throwing me. Goddamn off-grid, stupid. I know why it's off-grid, because I've done the corridor odd because of these. I'm just trying to block a map out. Why am I confusing myself so much? Right, 16 units deep, 8 units high. Triangle. Wedge. I've lost my wedge. There it is. And Archie's stair texture. Beast. Beast 8s and Beast 16s. Beast 8s 32. Yes, and Beast 16. Wait, no. Oh, it's yeah, Beast 16 32. Why is it called that? I don't fucking know. It's Archie's textures. I like how obvious it is that the bricks were made with the bevels function in Photoshop. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've got brick textures that weren't made in Photoshop. Why did I type Photoshop? Brick. Hey, look at that. That doesn't line up with shit. Where's the grid key? I've forgotten the grid key. Damn it. Well, I'd show you, but I've forgotten the grid key. Oh, no. Jack, what are you doing to me? It was P. I'm not going mad. Jack is. What's that about? Is that because of the texture scale? God knows. Let's just build a staircase. Now these, Dimbark, these will be a funk detail. You're quite right. Let's go there. Right, so we need to go up. How many units is that? 192. Ah, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because the next floor up is only 160 units up. Damn it. Let's bring this back down. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's not have the above wall section. Let's just take the wall up. Oh, I need that one. I need that one because that's also this one. Everything else can just come up a few units. I hope the platform above in the previous room is funk detail. This one? Yes. Obviously. What do you think I am? Some kind of idiot? I've done this the stupid way as well. There we go. Right. See, this is why the Beast 8s and Beast 16 series of textures is so great. You know the Half-Life issue where people just copy and paste stairs and you can tell the texture repeats? Not an issue here. Look at it. It's beautiful. Seriously, I think the stairs are one of my favourite things that Archie produced for the mod. That's not to undermine all the other great stuff he's done for the mod, but the stairs just, oh, wow, I could kiss him on the face, and I do. Right on the mouth. What we're talking about? I also haven't gone up far enough. God damn it. No one was going to say anything, were they? You guys. You want me to fail. Why am I losing my mind? There we go. I hope the desk in the first room is a funk detail. It is. See? Anyway, details. This is. I'm not at detailing yet. So shut up. Stop being correct. Right. One floor up. Huzzah. Best way to approach this now. I guess just... I'm going to split this here. I've done a stupid. Let's bring these up. Whoop. need a ceiling. Huzzah. And I guess we need to block this off. Ooh. Oh, I thought it was cut into the wall then. Whoop. No. No. There. Better. They line up now? Yeah, they do. Okay. Right. So, stairs got one floor. I mean, logically, there'd then be a set of stairs right next to it that goes up to the third floor, but we're not going up there, so I need to find a way to block that off. But that's detailing. So I'm not doing that now. But I will put a ceiling in. Doesn't fit at all. What did Archie use for the ceiling with this wall? Bear with, I'm going to have to jump into the mod. Don't look if you don't want spoilers. I'm going to be looking at ceilings. Sen Lab. Sen Lab 2. Sen Lab 1. Why can't I remember any of my... Where the hell was it? It did Sen Lab 2. It was Sen Lab 3, I'm sure. No, it wasn't. It was... Send 1. It was Send 1, right. No clip. No target. From here. Oh, it was just concrete. And a lovely green trim. Yeah, okay, that works. I shall do the same thing. I think this is 1-to-1 scale, you know. I don't think this is scaled down like the other textures are. Then again, how often do you look up at the ceiling? Officer. Yeah, okay. So, concrete. Except this bit here. He's an alright mapper, isn't he, Archie? It's not too bad, I guess. Passable. I guess we can include this in the release. Right. So I'm just going to stick that. Is it conch? Nope. Asphalt. Nope. Fault. Crete. There it is. I think. No, I don't think that is. It's a different kind of crete. There it is. Roof crete. I don't know, I don't know why that looks like it's like not scaled down. Oh no, you can definitely tell when it's not scaled down. Okay. Something's just not sitting right about it, but I guess I'm wrong. That'll do. Very grey room, but we'll put some red lights or something in. Stop spoiling the ceilings! Sorry. Sorry, I've ruined the whole ceiling of that section. Where's me concrete trim? I need your concrete trim. There you go. Right. Null texture. This is me probably spending way too much time on the small details while I'm doing the excuse me, when I'm doing the blocking out phase. But you know what? Shut up. So the elevator's here, so I can't build into this section. I mean, I guess I could just... This is something I never considered doing before, it makes a lot of sense. There is an elevator here. Don't build here. Now I did play one of the first mods I ever played. What was it called? The Evil Thing? Make sure I'm not going mad now. Yeah, released in the year 2000, The Evil Thing. This is definitely it. Yeah. Strange mod. One of the early ones. Played it on a PC Gamer demo disc. But, yeah, there's a section just after this sewer section. There is literally a building outside. And it has a door. And to the left of the door is a vent. Now, the door is locked. However, you can get in through the vent, and then the vent immediately takes a right turn. So that door will never open, because there's a vent behind it. I don't know why that sprung into my head. I guess making sure I don't build where there's an elevator. Ah! Which means my stairs can't go here. You know what? It's a smaller elevator. It's a micro elevator. It's not really small, actually, now I think about it. No, that's fine. Yeah, it's a reasonable elevator. And we can still fit our stairs in, so let's do that. Let's do a th and a th. Wow, well done. And a thwit. And a thwit. Why am I doing that? Oh no. Now these stairs are all facing the wrong way. Alright. Question for the Jack users. Why does clicking and dragging sometimes work and then other times it doesn't? I have to do these one by one now. So tedious. Who has time for this? Ain't nobody got time for this. I'm done. Right, so at the moment I'm just going to literally just stick a ceiling in here and cut that off, but there'll be a reason for that to be blocked. We've actually strayed quite far from the main lobby area. So I have to find a way to get back to it. And also I need to get around here so that you could leave the elevator on this floor as well. Well, I suppose there could be a door at the back. People do that, right? Elevator in here and then out the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Sod it. let's take a sip of cold coffee. What time are we? Oh my. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for an hour and a half already. Where does the time go? Straight into the core. And we don't get it back. Right. 160. 160. Needed the rest by now. Oh wait, no, that needs to not happen because we need access to the elevator. Ceiling. What do you like, ceiling? And yeah, this is going to be blocked off, but for now I'm just going to stick a ceiling in there. Also need to not be sealing the map with funk details, like some kind of spanner. Anybody else working on anything else besides prefabs for possible competition entries which may or may not be happening? Anybody working on any major projects? Anybody just waiting for the core? Sitting at home and not doing anything, just waiting for news? That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm working on breakfast. A noble thing to work towards indeed. I made breakfast once. Never again. I'm very hungry. Zip-a-doo. I've done something stupid. Are you seeing a pattern yet? Like, oh no, this guy's an idiot. Click and drag just stopped working. Why? We don't know. It's just having an off moment. Right. Null. There. Ceiling. Floor. I used to find that I was more productive if I was working on a map while I was watching a stream of someone else mapping. Does that make me weird? I certainly hope so. What I'm basically saying is I hope this is helping some of you find inspiration in one way or another. Line them up. Can't be having misaligned tiles. Okay. I guess we need to put another elevator door in. Such weird dimensions. Honestly, Archie. Were you born in a barn with oddly proportioned elevators? Just to reiterate once more, we're building the critical path. We're not detailing, and we're not dealing with... Oh, that bug's come back. We're not dealing with detailing or enemy placement just yet, but we will be. General layout. Don't salute. Hello, Jesse. I'm attempting to block out a map and not lose focus, and also not talk nonsense, and I'm failing in every regard. Let's get Irby off the desk. Get down, Irby. Right. Tell you what, let's give that a look in terms of scale and layout and all that jazz. And see how we do. I suppose we could add the door in there that button's actually going to trigger, but yeah. Alright, give it a test. See, building light faces. I thought that was to do with text lights, and I don't think I've placed any. Could be wrong. Right. CENTCOM 2B and CENTCOM not to be. Good to see you too, me. Oh my goodness, it's a head crab. What are we gonna do? Right. Buttons. There we go. Head crab's preoccupied. Right. Elevator. Push a button. Boom. It's not working. Side rooms. Staff rooms and a doctor's lounge and a dead end. Stairs. More stairs. Oh, they're blocked. Elevator. We saw this downstairs. It's broken. On with the map. Okay, so let's do a quick... Hello. Let's help the poor bloke out. Me. Give weapon Gauss. Right. He's terrified. Right. I don't know how much ammo this has because I've got no HUD. Right. Locked door. Okay, where's my timer? I'm going to wait till he gets to exactly 43. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, literally 10 seconds. So, I mean, already this is going to be longer than Office Complex in terms of the critical path. What was that? 13 seconds. So we're on 10, and that's just getting to the upper floor, and that's not stopping to push the buttons that we're going to need to push. And obviously there will be enemies and side rooms and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Onwards and upwards, side to side. Go away, Herbie. Right, so we have our stairwell up to the second floor, the elevator that doesn't work. Should this be rounded? I guess not. It's a stairwell, it doesn't need to be pretty. And also that's detailing, which I'm not doing now. I need to get out of that mindset. Let's knock down a wall. At some point I'm going to have to find a way of getting this back on grid as well, because this is really upsetting me. Let's do it here. Cool. Oops. Why does that happen? Okay. Oh, you know what? I thought of something, and that's always dangerous. Damn it. It's not gonna work. In by one. In by one. And reconnect. Okay. Now it's gonna work. Would it make sense to get round to the front of the elevator as well? Probably. Maybe. Let's worry about that later. That could be one of the side paths. Critical path. We're doing critical path. Floor. Around here. And to the lobby. And this is where we can take out this wall. Or at least punch a considerable hole in it. Huzzah. No, I've done that the stupid way. those smaller tiles. Use those because they line up, and then we'll do a... Where's my stone trim? There you are. Let's do a stone trim. We'll have a railing across here, and we'll break this up with some of these because support. There's the centre there. 3 units out. 1, 2, 3. And same on this side. 3. Center. Center. Okay. So we go up the stairs out here. Critical path takes the player around here, but we can have like labs and stuff over here where there's zombies and such bursting out of the player. But that's later. Critical path. Needs more ceiling. Needs more tiles. At least use these ones. Again, this is all likely to change because flare. I'll use those ones. I'll probably copy that and put that up there as well. But detailing later. Focus on the map. This needs a trim. Just a trim. Oh yeah, I did that for a reason. Hello. Let's use a different above wall actually, because that's getting a bit samey. Above. Slight variation on it to keep it getting stale, or from getting stale. Yeah, that's fine. There's going to be more detail. Seal. Oh, apologies. Right. Yeah. So any enemies up here would have to spawn after the player passes through here, because otherwise the player's going to see them when they walk in, or they're going to see the player when the player walks in, and they're going to start walking towards them, as I said before. So, also these aren't going to be open like this. It's going to be like doors, maintenance doors and such, that so you can't see into these areas. So it's not going to go from pristine hallway to just dirty stairwell. There will be a door. And then this will probably be all hollowed out actually, to a big zombie arena. Like the first map of Office Complex, for example, the critical path through that is broken up. Once you've opened all the doors, you can run through the map again in about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. But obviously when you start the map, all the doors are shut, you have to find a way around them. That's what extends the gameplay and makes it a little bit more interesting. So that's what I'll be doing here as well. So you won't necessarily be able to just run through out of here and then round this corner, follow it all the way around. For one reason or another, you will have to get into this room here and fight whatever's in there. Hound eyes work with the crowbar, do you think? Could you fight hound eyes with the crowbar? I don't mind fighting hound eyes with the crowbar because they do that whack-a-mole thing where if you hit them while they're charging, they stop. That could be a good way to keep the player on their toes. You have to make some new stairs signs and elevator signs. Right, let's take this part out here because essentially it's going to be where the player's headed. It is 1:30 in the morning on a Saturday night, and here I am, crazy party animal that I am, mapping for the core. I would have it no other way. No, of course it is Friday night, you're quite right. Did I say Saturday? I'm a fool. I don't think a ton of people know that. What's brain like a sieve? What was that referring to? Sorry, Don. Did I say something? Am I a moron? Didn't answer that last one. Knowing about whack-a-mole with hound eyes. Oh. Yeah, probably not. Well, it's never too late to learn. What else can we do to make this a little bit more interesting when the player walks in? I guess we'll focus on that during detailing, but probably have another balcony area up here or something. No impact on the game, just something for the player to see if they look up. Right, so essentially we're trying to get to here from up here. So, shouldn't be too difficult really. Let us continue. It's not going to be an elevator or a stairwell. I imagine the player will have to break something to get down there. Smashy, smashy. But what and why? That's what I need to figure out. I have a feeling that rounded corners in brickwork doesn't happen too much in real life. You're right. Let's leave them. Let's pretend that some poor contractor had to focus on this and therefore cheaped out elsewhere. So you want curved bricks? Really, Black Mesa? Spare no expense. Ah, Dr. Hammond. Greetings, Dr. Hammond. They're waiting for you in the Tyrannosaur paddock. Put all the technology into all the budget into brick technology and skimp on the anti-zombie security measures. I mean, I feel some of that may not necessarily fall within the contractor's responsibilities. But you can guarantee that Black Mesa would find some way to sue them. Skip all the catwalk. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave this as it is. That's done. That's fine. Just stay away from the edge. Easy. I feel like I want this to be curved now. Just because it's not likely. Dr. Breen has requested curved brick archways in every lab. What's the deal? Yeah, contractor pissed him off. He's returning the favour. He's blowing the budget on curved bricks. Meanwhile, the anti-mess spectrometer has not been properly inspected since the 80s. It's not been around that long. Well, it looks like it has been. That's the state of disrepair it's in, and everyone thinks it's a couple of decades older than it is. But we're now getting away from where we need to be, so we're going to have to find a way of wrapping this up now. I'm thinking sudden maintenance closet with a ladder down to the first floor. Okay, let's do a little run through. I mean, the idea is here when you're escorting Irby, there's nothing else to kill, and nothing that can kill him. So, ideally, I'd have it so there's no head crabs up here that can jump down into the lobby. So this is going to have to be zombies. And the head crabs can go in the rooms. So this is the crypt path. I'm thinking you get up here, stairwell has collapsed, or there's crates or something the player can't get past. You go this way. Immediate blockade, you have to go through a side room, around here, more labs and stuff. Just a load of obstacles in the way. Maybe a vent crawl. Actually no, I'm not going to do more vent crawling because the map immediately after this one has got loads of vent crawling in it. A ridiculous amount of vent crawling, in fact. I like the idea of sitting in the reception here and watching some guy run in panic because he's late for work. Begs the receptionist to open the door for him. See him run. Well, here's the thing. If it he runs across the platform behind the receptionist. Yeah. It's like, shit. So a few seconds later. Shit. I mean, no, the idea would be that if you needed to go this way, this button would work and you'd be in there and you'd be fine. If you need to go this way, then fine. I don't know, I'm going to have to find a way to link them up. But there would be a way to get up to the second floor over here as well on a normal working day, but it's just not going to be accessible in this case. What with the disaster and such. I was about to compile this then and just realised that's not going to work. Right, let's do another run. Let's seal it up and do another run. Let's get the runs, as they say. No one's ever said that. See, no, click and drag's working again. God damn it. I also forgot to say that I apologise for any sniffling. I am getting over a cold. I'm just sealing the map up. I don't know why I'm bothering with texturing it. Compile! Oh, hang on. Let's throw some zombies in. So, stick one in here. Or in fact, no, let's do an evil. Let's use the space we've made. Let's put a zombie in here. Save it. Let's put a zombie in here. So that when you come up the stairs, let's bring him closer. He's what you see coming towards you. This doorway looks really huge. In fact, there's going to be a door there, so let's put him over here instead. You come up the stairs, immediate threat. And if you charge him, take him on with your crowbar, There's a head crab around this corner. Lying in wait. Like a lion. But smaller. Let's put some more further in. Let's give them a different model. I guess a Barney. Guess we could have one. If we put a zombie there, would it clap you? Yeah, well, it'll clock you as you're going down there. What if we put it back there? That should be fine. Yeah, that shouldn't clap eyes on you too early. I mean, you're only going to have a crowbar. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad thing to see zombies just striding along here as you come in. They probably wouldn't be able to find their way to you. You gonna see that one? Possibly not. No, I wouldn't think so. Or we could just move him further down the hall so we know he's not going to see you. Okay. Yeah, we can't put a zombie in this corner because they'll see you when you go down that hallway. I'm also going to open this up and have little crates and stuff down here under the stairs. Detailing stage. Could be a head crab in there as well, why not? Because it's evil. Well, yes. That's not why not though, is it? Right, just a few zombies on the critical path. But the main bulk of the enemies will be in the side rooms and stuff you need to go through. But let's compile this and see how it plays. Not how it plays specifically, but how long it takes to run through it with the zombies in the way. Send com to be. Give weapon. Crowbar. Oh, I can't go this way. Oh, head crab. Smashy, smashy, smashy. I pushed this button. Ah, it's not opening. Oh, there's a window here. Trust me, there is. I can see Irby. Irby! He can't hear me. Push the other button. Oh, this door works. Go this way. Elevator. Doesn't work. Side rooms. I explore those. Then I come to the stairs. Oh, zombie. Charge! Oh, you wily sod. Smack, smack. Zombie Barney. I'm being the player right now. Soup. Yeah, whatever. Oh, another one. Right. Pop. That's a lot of blood. Okay. Still haven't finished the critical path. Eventually we need to go round, find a way down, end up in here, get Irby, head back through here. Into CENTCOM 2. CENTCOM 2. Smash it. That is bulletproof, okay. Button. So the other map I'm currently rebuilding is this one. How offended would you be if when the mod released every gaming news sites dropped an article with the exact same title, "The core is the nutsack tickle of the Half-Life mods"? I'd love it. Herby juice. So yeah, this is an example of how I normally map. Just make a room, fill it with detail. Next, make a room, fill it with detail. Oh. Cock that up twice. Reload. Overkill. Yeah, so this room is basically finished, combat and all, but like, but that was all made in one go. I focused purely on this room. That's how I normally work. Then this room has not been yet. And nor has this one. This one has. This one hasn't. There's a hole in the floor. So it's it's a mess. My work process is a mess. It's like there's nothing in here, or the room before that, or the room you go into. But I have taken the time to make the tiles break in a way that looks kind of funky. And this room's done. There's no order to it at all. I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out, though. While I'm here admiring my own work. Okay. Quit. Let's get this goddamn path finished. Okay. Player comes up here, fights through the labs, crosses the balcony. There's nothing up there. I'm starting to wonder if this section would be better if the player had a gun by now, but they get their gun for opening the security office. That's their reward for getting the scientist there. No, no guns. They'll find zombies and head crabs. Just need to find more and more interesting ways to ambush the player without them feeling cheated. Right, how do we get down to here? Probably not going in this direction would have been helpful. Could just have another stairwell this side, but that's dull. Elevator. Let's have a knackered elevator that you drop through the roof of. Yeah, let's have another elevator. Like I originally said, there'll be an elevator on both sides. So let's have the elevator on this side also not working, but you have to drop down into it. That'll do. So, we need to build a path to an elevator. So, more offices and side rooms over here, more exploration. Ultimately, the player's going to be heading this way. Oops. More curves. Oh. Lost part of my wall. Oh, no, I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. There. Todd Howard here. Today we're going to learn about environmental storytelling. It's when you put a skeleton in the room with a note or something. Yeah, that can work. But it helps if the rest of your game isn't steaming shite. On today's episode of... Wait, that's not going to work. I need to move this. It just works. It just works, guys. Oop, badoop, badoop. So I'm now thinking this is going to be like lots of glass. This whole thing's probably going to come out when it comes to detailing it. Messages. Quick memento. Oh, people are liking my tweet because I'm very clever. The whole deal with Anthem dropping their roadmap because it didn't sell well and it's not making any money. Just let people mod your fucking game. Look at this. This is Half-Life from the 90s. I'm working on a mod for it. People are sitting watching me make a mod for it. There is an audience for mods. Release your tools. Your tools. It's Very sensible. I'm a very clever man. People don't believe me when I say that. Right. Elevator. Well, no. Longer corridor. Then elevator. And side rooms. Lots of side rooms. They don't call me Side Rooms McGee for nothing. I have to pay them. I have to pay them to call me that. Herbie Side Rooms McGee. Oh, I've done it again. Trying to seal the map, I'm using the wrong bloody grid size. Right, so we need... Where was the elevator? It was here, wasn't it? I'm just going to blatantly steal part of my own map to do this. Copy. Is it stealing if it's your own map? Do I care? Nope. Yeah. There. Flip. That'll do. Oh, no it won't. That won't do at all. I've still done it wrong. I've still cocked up. I've really cocked up. Texture locking is the thing that I still refuse to use. And that's going to bug me because the ceiling's off center, and oh, it's all just a nightmare, really. It's all just an existential nightmare that we call a hobby. Ta-da! Wait, why did central... Oh, must have clicked the wrong thing. Okay. We have our second elevator shaft. But this one... We're not far over enough, are we? Bear with. Bear with. Right, let's line it up with the other corridor. Which was actually much narrower. Right, where's... Oh, completely lost. I think there's some walls we didn't take with us. Oh, and some floor. Wow, wow. We just missed everything, huh? You suck. Void leaks. Void leaks. Okay, right, that needs to move as well. Ceiling tiles still lined up. Yes, good. Okay. Drink, 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 drink. When did I start? 11:30ish? Maybe later? It's nearly 2:10 in the morning. I'd say it was going to be a long session, but I'm probably going to have to stop shortly. Oh, I can see how long I've been streaming. 2.5 hours. You have yellow blocks instead of the light bulb icon that changes colour to the colour you set. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's something, you can see it happening there actually, but sprites for some reason or other were disappearing in Hammer. Probably not going to happen in Jack now, and I think it was an issue with our FGD file, which I've since fixed, but it became an issue where every entity that used sprites I went back in and changed back to blocks because they kept disappearing in the 3D view, and it was making it very difficult to edit them. So yeah, that's why that is. And yeah, disappear at distance. Yeah, it's not just a distance, it's the angle. So I can go as far away from this as possible. But if I look around, it's fine. If I go this side, it's gone. Listen, hit certain angles. No idea what that's about. I think it's an issue with our FGD. Something's been edited at some point incorrectly. But we don't use point entity lighting anyway. We use text lights, so they're literally only there when we're doing the blockouts and stuff. So it's not that big a deal. Right, let's get rid of this door because we're going to be putting an elevator shaft in. I only use them in a few situational. Text lighting for life or spots, absolutely. Oh yeah, spotlights are... Archie does some wonderful things with spotlights. And in the game. That was a lead, project lead joke because Archie works in production. TV and shit. Hoop-a-doop. Yeah, they were talking about light surface in the Discord today. And I said I've never used it. I'm sure it's great. Or something along those lines. I think it was more along the lines of, what is this light surface shit? Go away. Don't understand. It's different and scary. Right. I need to make a lift shaft. One you don't actually traverse, other than dropping down, but still. A lift shaft all the same. for dope. Been working on this map while watching. Let's have a look. Oh, an actual map. Not what I was expecting. Also, I see Gazo every time I see this URL. You should add a dragon. That map needs a dragon. Otherwise, I don't know. Dragon for life. Floor, ceiling, etc., etc. Right. So we need an elevator to go in this shaft. And because I'm blocking, it's just going to be a box that you drop onto. So this is the ground floor. I'd say the elevator would be, yeah, 1 to 8 units high. Doesn't need to be much bigger than that. Yeah, that'll do. But it's I imagine there'll be a vent cover on it that you break. Why not? So, roof, floor, wall, wall. You know, an elevator. Vent, smash. So we can expand this now. Dragon added. You actually... That's beautiful. That's a very good dragon. Right. Oh, see, I've made an error. This elevator is considerably smaller. Let's copy and paste again. Putting an effort to this map, ridiculous. Is it there? There. Seem to have brought over more than I needed to. Split. Oh, wait, no. Wall. Split. it. There we go. Fail. I really should have fixed the size of this before I tried to pull in the bloody... Ah. I don't make things easy for myself. God, no. Right, is that all of the elevator blocks? Yes, and more. Let's see what happens. Whip. Actually more of a reasonable size elevator, so it's not too bad. What was that I've just deleted? That's the wall of the elevator. I need that back. Everything's unhappy. That's the wall of the elevator shaft. We need to keep that too. Let me tell you what. Let's bring it up further. Okay. Down. Cool. Side. Right. I'm being so dumb right now. I apologise. I'd be getting mad at myself if I was watching this. Like, what are you doing? Just remove the things that are in the way, you fool. Right. Oops. Okay. We have a very basic lift shaft. With a very basic lift. Which I guess needs doors, I suppose. Should probably fit a bit more snugly in here. I guess we have a ledge, don't we? Detailing later. Elev. Stud. I know I shouldn't be detailing, but some things just annoy me when I see them. Wasn't sure you'd see that, but I guess you would, so I need to texture it. No. Probably wouldn't see this side though. Again, just rough texturing. Don't worry, I know it's horrible. Here. Elevator door. Create. Texture all the things. So you'd smash that, come down here, and you'd see that, and you'd go, oh god, what happened? And you'd realise you hadn't quartered up the map properly. And you'd say, why am I doing this? Why am I still making this mod? And then you have an existential crisis, and you grab Irby, and you go this way. Right, so where are my lights at? Lights. Monster Irby. Here. He's going to be in a side room, but essentially here. Whoa. So I still have the coordinate code texture. Yeast, egg. Yeah. Left. Is that backwards? It is backwards. It's not going to fit on this wall. Put it on this one. Perfect. It's not going to stay there. It makes no sense. Texture changes, but it's an Easter egg. Appears elsewhere in the mod. All hail the cornet goat. There's literally 2 people that play this are going to get that, and one of them is me. And the other one is my friend Mike. It's basically my piss take of the DuckDuckGo logo that he asked me to make. So we called it Cornet Goat. And then I immediately slapped it into a core texture. God, that was a long time ago. Yeah, all hail Cornet Goat. It's hidden in a map somewhere. Right. Let's play through the critical path. That will take us up to nearly 3 hours, which is my longest stream ever. And it also takes us up to 2:30 in the morning, so I'm probably going to stop after this. And tomorrow we can look at detailing and exploration. CENTCOM 2B. Give weapon crowbar. Okay, player walks into the lobby, looks around, everything's generally clean. Let's compile the map. Idiot. Legendary idiot. Okay. Give weapon crowbar. Player walks into the map. Oh. Oh, I can't get in this way, the door's locked. Oh, there's a window. Oh, I see Irby. Oh, I'll try and open the door. Oh my god, head crab. Dead crab. Boom. Oh, the button's broken. Boom. Oh, that one worked. I don't know why it went boom. Boom. Damn it. Everything's boom. Maybe these rooms are fine. Those rooms were fine, but that doesn't get me anywhere. Up the stairs. Oh, zombies. What was that? Oh. Oh. All is wrong with the world. Now all is right with the world. Soup. Oh, look, I'm up here now. Oh, zombie. More rooms. Oh, this doesn't get me anywhere. Oh, an elevator. Boom. Door opens. Oh, well, better than nothing. Whoa. Oh, I'm here now. Hello.
Roger, let's move out. Alright, had to be done.
Let's go. Let's go back to the map we came from. We win. Yay. The end. And that's the end of the mod.
I mean, I'll wait here, but weren't we supposed to be leaving?
No. You were supposed to be leaving. Run away. Run away. Anyway, good lord. Okay, that's basically, yeah. So all right, let's do the no bullshit map run and time it. So 2 hours 53 and 20 seconds. Go. What was I on? 20 seconds. Okay, so that took 25 seconds to run through it. But again, that is just the critical path. Next comes all the side rooms and the detail. and the pickups and the rewards and the combat and the blah 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 blah. Pain dance. So this is the clean room. So, as always. Hello. Oh God, I'm tired. Archie needs to record that sentence again because it's not a yes or no question.
If we make it out of here, you owe me 20. If we don't, I owe you 20.
Because I've seen that movie and, spoiler alert, it ends up with a closet full of my suits on fire. Have you actually done anything useful today? Honestly?
Oh my god, shut up.
So I need to re-record some lines that are too long. I'm also going to tone down on the swearing because I got grief about that last time.
Stupid to keep a head crab as a mascot.
You're talking out your ass again.
That's fine. Arse is fine. But there's a lot of fuck offs and fuck yous, which I think probably need to go. But this has taken us up to nearly 3 hours blocking out that map. So, I'm going to say...
You know that technically you're not authorised to be here, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say thank you for watching, everyone who tuned in, everyone who chatted. I always appreciate that, makes things more interesting. Jesse's stream, the whole map vault, is tomorrow as far as I know. And assuming that ends at 1 AM my time, I may pick up for another hour, do a bit more side room stuff.
Oh, he's dead now, but did anyone else know that Bennett was gay?
Oh, aye.
So, yeah, I'll see how it goes tomorrow.
I reckon I would miss boobs more than anything
Oh,
else.
will you be quiet?
I think Jesse's stream is cancelled this week. Well then, if it is, I'll pick up same time tomorrow. So 11 PM British summertime through to some other ridiculous hour in the morning. Currently 2:30. I'm going to go to bed.
Can't we just enjoy this moment?
If I say no, will you leave me alone?
So let's leave them both alone. And let's close that. And let's close all this. And yes. Okay. We have the basis of a vault. Fucking hell, I'm tired. We have the basis of a map. A lot of stuff is going to be stripped out and rebuilt from scratch. This elevator, for example, is awful. I'll redo that. Detailing. We'll set up the clean room. We'll set up the side rooms. We'll start pouring in the detail. We'll make gameplay challenges and obstacles. It's all going to happen. But not tonight. Tonight I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Thanks for watching. And I shall see you tomorrow. And hopefully my nose will not be... It seems to be getting worse the closer I get to bed. That's weird, isn't it? Alright. I'm going to stop recording now. Or streaming. You know, I'm going to stop doing the stuff. Good night. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.